A warm greetings to everyone. Agriculture Makers team welcomes you to this video, and I'm very much glad to meet you all again in this video. And we are on another Sunday, and in this video we are going to see the agricultural current affairs between 17th of October to 23rd of October 2021. Come on, let's get into the video and never forget to make notes. Coming to the first, the United Nations World Food Day is annually observed across the globe on 16th of October to create awareness about the section of people across the globe that suffer from extreme hunger and the need to ensure healthy diets for all. The day commemorates the founding of the Food and Agricultural Organization of United Nations on 16th of October 1945. And it is the 76th anniversary of FAO, and the theme of this World Food Day 2021 is Our Actions or Our Future, Better Production, Better Nutrition, a Better Environment and a Better Life. Coming to the next, the central government has constituted a working group to be headed by Chief Executive Officer of Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, who is currently Shri Ritesh Chauhan, to roll out an overhauled Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana from Kharif 2022. And the group will submit its report in 6 months, and the key reason for its formation is the quitting of the scheme by many states due to the share of premium. And this PMFBY was initiated in 2016, and the parent ministry is Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Coming to the next, NAB Sanrakshan Trustee Private Limited, a subsidiary of NABARD, that is National Bank for Agriculture and Rural Development, signed a trust deed for Credit Guarantee Fund Trust for farmer producer organizations, and this led to the setting up of a dedicated credit guarantee fund of rupees 1000 crore for 10,000 FPOs. The trust is registered at Mumbai, and it is signed by the officials of the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare and NTPL, and the key points includes it is the second such trust formed in agriculture and allied sector for providing credit guarantee. This will enhance the creditworthiness of FPOs along with facilitating cost-effective production and productivity, improving net incomes to the farmer who are the members of the FPOs. And the CEO of NTPL is Shri Pankaj Kumar, and it is headquartered in Mumbai. Coming to the next, Agri FinTech firm Dwara E-Dairy Solutions Private Limited has entered into a collaboration with Jana Small Finance Bank to service small dairy farmers by empowering small and medium dairy farmers with financial and cattle management solutions using digital technologies. Through the Jana SFB's extensive branch network in rural and agricultural regions across India, Dwara E-Dairy intends to expand the credit and underwriting process for cattle loans. And the Dwara E-Dairy's digital identity tag, Surabhi E-Tag, will provide accurate cattle identification based on the muzzle identity. And the Surabhi score, based on digital assessment, complements the underwriting of cattle loans based on dairy activities and customized cattle management recommendations. And this helps dairy farmers to improve their livelihood and achieve household financial goals. Coming to the next, Department of Fisheries organizes webinar on Fish for Health and Fish for Wealth as a part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, and more than 100 participants attended the webinar, including officials from Department of Fisheries and states or union territories, faculty from state agriculture, animal husbandry and fisheries universities, entrepreneurs, etc. And coming to the next, India's first bunny buffalo, that is in vitro fertilization calf, born, and government encourages IVF of buffaloes to improve cattle wealth in the country. Coming to the final thing, an onion species discovered from Uttarakhand has been confirmed as a new species of genus Allium, and the new species is named as Allium negianum, honoring the late Dr. Kuldeep Singh Negi, an eminent explorer and allium collector from India. And the discovery is reported in a paper titled Allium negianum, belonging to the family Amaryllidaceae, a new species under subgenus Rhizaridium from Uttarakhand, Himalaya, India, in the journal Photokys. And with this we are winding up, and these are all about the previous week news. I hope the video will be very much useful to you. Never forget to make notes. It will be helpful for your revision. Thank you for all your supports, and do subscribe our channel for the next earliest updates by tapping on the bell icon. Do share to your maximum, and never forget to give a thumbs up if you like the video. Thank you, and see you all again.